Love languages. My first hinge date in medical school was scripted like a good HPI. I asked open-ended questions. What brings you to Atlanta? What do you do for work? How do you feel about the current socio-political climate that we live in? He mumbled through his sentences, giving me answers when he knew I probably didn't care in the first place. I waited very patiently for the conversation to turn to me, so I could hit him with the 1-2 punch. Oh yeah, I'm in medical school. Oh, just some small liberal arts school in Georgia. Emory School of Medicine. Have you heard of it? Duh. He knows I want praise. He knows I want attention. Hell, even I know I do. I mean, I want someone to pay attention to me, to listen to my stupid complaints and be impressed by how much I take on, even if I asked for all this work. He asked me what I did this week. I'm trying to take an index of what went on, but honestly, I already forget. I do remember feeling so tired that I wanted to cuddle up in bed with my patient who was dozing off as I presented. Oh, I remember leaning at the foot of the bed as my attending spoke and feeling something soft and squishy and warm and thinking it momentarily felt nice before quickly recalibrating and realizing that it was the foot of my patient who was bedbound and quite febrile. Oh, I remember being freezing inside the OR and wishing I could crawl up inside my own mother's belly because the vagina was the only warm thing in sight. I can tell he's unamused by my antics. Aw, poor med student. She signed up for this, and all she does is complain. He asks me what my love language is, which, in my opinion, is a very weird question to ask someone on a first date at New Realm. So I say I don't know, and he says that his is physical touch. Okay. Maybe he's trying to connect. Do you think he wants to know about this past Wednesday night I spent holding a woman's legs open as she prepared to give birth? How I sat there for hours staring at her most private and protected parts, touching membranes and blood and tissue, smelling odors that lingered on my clothing long past their trip to the washing machine. How, after a few hours of screaming, "Come on, Mama, push!" I started to drift off due to my lack of sleep the night prior and slowly rest my head against her leg. Until I felt a poke from behind and someone saying, "Hey, are you sleeping on her leg?" So maybe my love language is physical touch too. I don't say that. I know even for me that's a bit too far. We decided it'd be a good idea to take a love languages quiz right now as a way to get to know each other. Why not? I'm already bored of the conversation, and though I'm only one drink in, I am certainly feeling it. My tolerance has gone from respectable to essentially non-existent over the course of foundations, and my body can barely handle the spicy margarita I gulped down out of boredom. So we start. What would you rather get from your partner? A gift or a hug? I am disgusted with myself when I click gift. But I am looking across the table at this relative stranger, and I'm thinking to myself, if I click hug, is he gonna wanna hug me after this? I don't want that. Who knows where this man has been? What would you rather your partner do for you? Plan a romantic evening or do a chore? I click chore. I mean, romance is fun and all, but I'm a practical girl, and I know that after 12 hours of standing in the OR holding a retractor, the last thing I want to do is go on a 3-hour-long dinner date. I just want someone to pick up my mail. Maybe I should date my mailman. That would be a real catch. In the end, my results are largely inconclusive. I seem to have picked an answer from all 5 love languages, and he hasn't really gained much from the exercise either. His eyes are no longer rapt with attention, and the thread of the conversation is dwindling. But lucky for me, I have an excellent exit strategy. You know, in med school, it's pretty believable when you say you gotta get home early. Do you think he even cared? I mean, maybe. He shot me a few texts, asking if I was free on Friday. I laughed into my phone, momentarily forgetting that most people still consider Friday to be a sacred time for dates and friends and self-care. So needless to say, I didn't see him again. Maybe med school isn't meant for dating. Maybe all those people who said, you are gonna go to med school and you're gonna meet such a hot doctor and you're gonna be a beautiful doctor couple and have beautiful future doctor babies were lying. I can only hope that I walk out of medical school with a love for medicine, since I'm certainly not finding love on Hinge.